This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Cabo Jim Schaller.
Welcome, good neighbors, to episode number 220 of the Good Neighbor Podcast. Today we have good neighbors Dina and Melanie from Revive and Renew Med Spa in Estero. Welcome.
Hi, Jim. Good to see you.
Yes. Pleasure to get to know people in the community and what they do. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you guys are pretty new in the community, correct?
That we are. So we just recently opened up the beginning of this month. So we're excited to be joining the ranks of many successful businesses here in Southwest Florida, especially Estero. So doors are open. We are accepting appointments and just glad to be on with you today to talk more about it.
Absolutely. So why don't we start off by sharing a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a wide range of services that we offer. I mean, anywhere from medical weight loss, we do hormone therapies, IV infusions, more on the cosmetic side, we have, your neurotoxins and fillers. We have as chemical peels, facials, laser hair removal, waxing, just to name a few of our services that we offer.
Wow, that is a long list. It's more than I thought. I expected. So let's back up your story a little bit. What made you guys want to open a med spa?
Oh, that's a great question. So I came from more of the diabetic background. I worked for a supplier for many moons ago, but with the diabetic patients, we often find that their overall health in regards to weight can be a challenge. So medical weight loss now being, everywhere was kind of what enticed me to get involved in it. Our medical director is an endocrinologist, so that's kind of his expertise as well. So we did decide to also include the hormone therapy, IV infusion services, which is great for anybody that's looking at losing that weight. Just making sure that they're staying, up to date with important vitamins that they'll need during that journey. And then Dina has such a great background in the aesthetic field. So it was a great marriage of some great partnerships that we were able to do this.
Very nice. And here you are, open today. I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So let's talk about the challenges on opening a med spa. Is there something that you guys went through that you can look back at now and say, all right, finally, we're done. We can move forward?
I would say for me personally, it was probably going through permitting in Southwest Florida. I think that's the biggest challenge that you will hear from any business owner is just not having a clear expectation of truly how long it takes to get from step one to your final step, which is getting your certificate of occupancy. So that was a crash course that we learned, but hopefully it will be shorter for the next one that we open.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of influx was because of the hurricane, a lot of permitting issues because of that. I've heard everybody complain about it. So you're not the first, but unfortunately, you had to go through it, but now you're open. So let's talk about myths or misconceptions surrounding what you guys do that we can maybe clear up for our listeners today.
Oh, that's a great question. I think that traditionally, med spas are kind of looked at, this is more female geared when in actuality, a lot of, the male population has recently enlisted in the facials, laser hair removal, medical weight loss as well, in addition to the hormone therapy and IV services that we provide. So I think it's important to really educate our community so that men know that, they can certainly be a customer or client of ours. And it's just as important for men to keep up their overall health as it is for women.
Absolutely. Very important nowadays. Do you notice anything trending within the industry currently?
I would say, medical weight loss. I think almost everywhere you look, if you're looking at any sort of medical office, I think almost probably a good 70% are now including medical weight loss, as part of their business model. And I think it's really important that anybody that's looking at doing medical weight loss really enlists the advice of their general practitioner or their personal doctor to make sure it's the right plan for them. But we certainly take all of that into account. We work with their physician. We look at all of their health records. This is not somebody just coming in saying, hey, I want semaglutide or trizepatide. It's, it is, a process, but, we walk them through it and hope, we help them achieve their overall goal.
Yeah, and you're looking out for the wellness of everybody, but you want to do it the right way. So we want to make sure that they, I want to say qualify, but they are the right candidates for what they're doing and not just doing it to do it.
Yep.
So let me ask you this. Are both of you from Southwest Florida originally?
Nope.
I am.
No. Oh. Melanie, where are you from?
Originally from England. Moved here when I was 10. No accent. Wish I still had it, and then lived in the Midwest until I moved to Florida in 2008.
Where at in the Midwest?
Wisconsin.
I'm from Wisconsin. So
whereabouts, Jim?
My parents were born and raised in Milwaukee. I was born out by West Bend, so a little bit north of Milwaukee. Yep.
Yeah, I was way up on the thumb, Door County. So I'm sure many listeners would know, the restaurant with the grass and the goats on top.
Yes, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mom's over in Spooner now, so
nice.
Yeah, a little bit different. And you, Dina, are from here originally, right?
Born and raised in Naples, yep. And then I did move up to Chicago for about 6 years for school, and then moved back down. COVID hit and the winters were brutal. So I moved back home and decided to take on this venture.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, welcome back. Welcome
Thank
to here as well. So I know owning a business can be very demanding, especially during startup. But is there something that you both enjoy doing outside of work when you do get a moment of time?
I would say, taking advantage of being in the outdoors. I love boating. We do get out on the water quite often on the weekends when we can, obviously not in busy season, but in the summers. And I'm a big foodie, so trying all the restaurants in the area. There's so many great ones that have just opened up too. So going out and trying new restaurants and staying out in the sun is kind of my two favorite things to do.
There we go. Any favorite food?
Oh gosh. I have to say I love Asian cuisine. Right. Sushi is up there for me.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Right. I love Thai. Thai is good too. Spicy Thai.
Great. Oh my gosh. Great.
And Melanie, how about you? I know you're new down here, but what you enjoy doing outside of work?
We do boat. Honestly though, I haven't been boating that much this year at all, but hopefully as we get a little bit further into season, I can start doing that again. But yeah, I have a pretty full household, 2 kids, 2 dogs. So they keep me pretty busy when I'm not here. So
I'm sure you're just busy all around.
Yep.
I love it. So is there one thing you wish our listeners knew about what you guys do that maybe they wouldn't be familiar with?
Oh, I think stem cell would be great.
Yeah.
Do you want to touch on the stem cell?
So stem cell, I know that there's, many different facilities in our area that have, recently kind of put that out there as a service. There are some that are FDA approved, but not in the traditional sense of stem cell. Our stem cell is a little bit different. We partner with a physician. His name is Dr. Gonzalez. So those patients specifically, anybody that has some sort of inflammatory disease, Alzheimer's, different diseases can work with him in having a stem cell application done. Now, it isn't done here in the United States. It would be something they would fly internationally for. But the stem cell treatment has kind of taken the medical field a little bit by storm. It's been able to slow down remarkably Alzheimer's, dementia. I know this physician actually did his first application on the brain last year, and also an application in the cardiovascular system in the heart.
Wow. So I did not know that. I did not know that. Wow. See, we're learning something today.
We are.
So how would our listeners go about contacting you if they wanted to learn more or needed some services?
And the best way is to just give us a call. We have our website as well for more information, and you can request a consult directly online, and then our practice can then give the listener a call and find out more of what they're looking for in terms of services. Also follow us on social media. We have an Instagram and Facebook page, and we're pretty active on both as well. So any outlet really, email, phone, call, text, or Instagram socials, we're there.
Several ways to get a hold of you. Any last words for our listeners today?
Well, first and foremost, our phone number, 239-799-1102. Our website is reviveandrenewmedspa.com. And no, we're really excited to work with this community. It's really about whole body wellness. And I think that's probably, the biggest thing we want to communicate to Southwest Florida is that it's not just about looking good on the outside. It's about feeling your best on the inside as well.
That's what it's all about. I love it. Melanie, Dina, it's been a pleasure getting to know you today. Thank you for being such a good neighbor, and I hope to see you out in the community soon.
Thank you,
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast Estero. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpestero.com. That's gnpestero.com. Or call 239-296-2621.